Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Fates Day Night Remastered in der Unlimited Bladeworks Timeline. Shiro wurde ja von Caster in die also zum Ryodo-Tempel, kann man sagen, gelockt oder eher entführt. Und Saber ist dann hinterher und kämpft gerade mit Assassin. Oder wie die es aussprechen, Assassin. Und während Archer gerade mit Caster kämpft, I look up at the sky. The moon isn't visible. Veiled behind a sea of dark clouds. In the middle of that, the black mage floats as if she reigns over the heavens.
空間転移か固有実勢力か。どちらにせよ、この境内ならば魔法の真似事さえ可能ということか。見直したよキャスター。いや、大口を叩くだけはある。
While looking up at Caster, Archer adjusts the grip on his twin sword.
そうですか。私は見下げ果てたわ、アーチャー。使えると思って試してみたけど、結果がこれではアサシン以下よ。
耳に痛いな。次があるのならもう少し気を利かせるが。
Okay, das sieht sick
ま
aus.
さか愚か者に次などありません。あなたはここで消えなさい、アーチャー。
Archer becomes a streak. He takes off at full speed to get clear from Caster and this place.
逃げ切れると思って。
Caster's staff moves. The moment it points at Archer, something absurd flashes before my very eyes. No one can hear me say no way. Caster's attack is like a deluge of rain. The light that streaks down is like a bombing raid. Each spell is a death blow, and Caster rains them down uninhibited. I may be green at this, but even I can tell how off the charts this magecraft is. This is more like a grand magecraft. Something like that requires a magic circle and a 10 count instant contract, an incantation of at least 10 lines. Because grand magecraft is powerful, it requires more time to cast it. A normal mage would take a minute to cast such magecraft. Even a mage that uses high-speed incantation would take 30 seconds. But she did it in an instant. She didn't even need an incantation, and just pointed her staff, and she's using it continuously. I can't even think of anyone who would compare.
A ランクの魔術をここまで連発するとは、よほど魔力を溜め込んだな。
He must have decided that he can't avoid them all anymore, as Archer sprints while deflecting them with his twin sword. Archer makes for the exit, but changes course halfway, there, as if he just remembered something.
歩け！貴様、いつまでそこに突っ立っている？
Archer charges towards me with a fierce look. Huh? That makes me realize the place I'm standing is no longer safe. I'm already in the range of the rain of light. Archer makes towards me. Good. The moment I try to jump back to avoid him, my body is flying through the air. Huh? I try to shake him off reflexively. You've got to be shitting me. Archer's now carrying me? Oh, let me down, you idiot. What the hell are you thinking? Idiot, you call me an idiot knowing you're an idiot yourself, you idiot. Archer must be wound up as his words make no sense. But even though he saved me, I just can't graciously, I just can't graciously accept you. Just let go of me. I can take care of myself. I don't need your help. No more than that. I can't be being a hindrance to him. Archer should have been able to escape by now if it was just himself. But the exit is farther now that he has saved me. Archer running around the temple must be an easy target for Caster, who is above us. Archer, are you listening to me? Then, Archer drop kicks me. Good. I tumble onto the ground. He must have kicked me hard as I flew at least 5 meters. I endure the pain and get up. Huh. Archer is still. The rain of light bullets has also stopped. All that remains is a feeling of cold that hurts my ears. Hey, I finally get my bearings. The very air around Archer is frozen.
気分はどうかしら、アーチャー。いかに三騎士といえど、空間そのものを固定化されていては動けないのではなくて？
Das stimmt nicht so ganz. Caster's triumphant voice. Archer must not be able to talk. It's like time has stopped for him.
どうやらこれで爪のようね。外にはセーバーもいることですし、これ以上あなたにかける時間はないわ。どこの英雄だったかは知らないけど、これでお別れよ、あっちゃ。
Caster raises her left hand. From that hand, the light bullet of instant death is dropped. But right before that, Archer murmurs something.
何かしら、あっちゃ。命乞いなら聞いてあげても。
と言ったのだ、キャスター。
His tone is filled with irritation. I try to make out what he is saying and...
たわけ。かわせと言ったのだ、キャスタ
ー Archer leaps away. He must have broken the frozen space with force. With the sound of breaking glass, Archer flashes out of sight.
何よ、バカな。
Distracted by Archer's angry shout, Caster is baffled. And then, to either side of her, a flash of black and white converged on her. Caster's rope tears. She must have been given just enough warning from Archer's shout and narrowly escapes the attack. It should not need explaining, but it's Archer's blades that fly by. It was in an instant. Archer threw the twin swords to either side when he kicked me and got caught in the freezing space. The blades boomeranged through the sky and made an arc back toward Caster. Guess you got handed to him. Wait, where did he go, girl? I'm left speechless. Caster too. The Red Knight leaps back into view and calls checkmate. He kneels on the ground and aims his bow towards the sky. His target is Caster. And the arrow he has knocked is the same magical blade that he shot at Berserker.
I am the bone of my soul.
Archer's voice shakes the air. Caster weaves an urgent incantation, but having clearly anticipated that... Yup. As she's Kanalbild, Archer shot the arrow. Whee! Ist jetzt das Noble Phantom? Nein, ist es nicht. The released arrow twists space itself. Caster's moan fills the air. The tornado-like arrow easily penetrated Caster's defense. Most likely, guessing from the distortion, I bet Caster would have been twisted along with space itself, even if she had teleported. Even then, Caster is still alive. The black rope has scattered and the body underneath the rope has numerous cuts. Caster is using all her magical energy to regenerate, but I'm sure she would have died instantly without a chance to heal, had it been a direct hit. Yeah, Archer's shot did not land a direct hit. The arrow was released into an empty space away from Caster, and her barrier of protection was destroyed from the aftermath. The arrow missed. No, that's wrong. He did not miss, he deliberately did not hit her. I don't know what his intentions are, though he had the chance to finish her off. For whatever reason, Archer let her go. Stillness returns to the temple. Archer remains in front of me while Caster floats down, glaring at Archer all the while. That last attack must have taken a lot out of him, as I can sense that Archer's magical energy is low. That goes for Caster as well. Although it missed, Archer's attacks grabbed away most of Caster's body and magical energy. Even if there was a big pool of magical energy here, it's useless if Caster is too injured to collect. Caster lands dispirited. She seems to have managed to reform her body, but she's running on empty inside. It should be impossible to continue fighting. Caster stares at us while breathing heavily. For some reason, she seems to be comparing the both of us.
あーちゃん、今の一撃、なぜ外したのです？
The demoralization is in her voice as well. Arthur shrugs as if to say it should be obvious.
いや、試すのは一撃だけと言っただろう。初めの一撃はかわされたからな。その後はただのおまけだ。なんだ、それともまさか約束を違えても当ててほしかったのか？
He is crazy.
では、私を殺す気はなかったと？
つい挑発に乗っただけだ。私の目的はそこの男にあったからな。他のサーバントと戦うなど予定にはなかった。
Hmm? He really didn't seem to come here with any hostility at first.
そう。どうやら私と戦いに来たというわけではなかったよね、アーチャー。
ああ、そこの男が腰抜けなのと同じでね。不必要な戦いは避けるのが主義だ。剣を取るときは必勝の好機であり、必殺を誓ったときのみだ。意味のない殺生は苦手でな。
I don't know what's so funny, but Caster gives a hearty laugh.
そう。ならあなたたちは似た者同士ということ？
はあ？
We reply in unison. Similar, me and that guy? What makes her say that?
違うのかしら。あなたたちは無益な殺生が嫌なのでしょ？そこの坊やは私のような無関係な人間を糧にするサーバントが許せない。あなたは無意味な殺戮は好まない。ほら、全く同じじゃない。だから手を組んでいるのではなくて？
Stupid, how do you figure that? Get your ass checked. How the hell could anyone think we are even remotely alike?
同感だ。平和主義者なのは同じだが、根本が大きく異なる。厄介事は早めに片付けるのが私の方針だ。この男のようにいつまでも悩んだりはしない。
Pacifist my ass, I haven't forgotten. You shot at Saber along with Berserker. You made Saber fight by herself while you hid safely far away.
仕方なかろう。あの時はまだ共闘関係ではなかった。サイバーの安全よりバーサーカーを倒すことが優先されただけだ。それとも何か？目に映るもの全てを助けろなどというのではあるまいな。ならばバーサーカーとて倒す対象にはならないか？
Yeah. We glare at each other. Man, I really don't get along with this guy. Why does everything he says get on my nerves? Meanwhile, Caster's laugh is even more amused as she looks between us.
気に入ったわ。あなたたちは力もそのあり方も希少よ。敵に回してしまうのは惜しい。
My head tilts in confusion. Archer looks away from me and glares at Caster. Hold on, what are you saying?
わからない？私と手を組みなさいと言っているのよ。私なら今のパートナーより優れたものを用意できるわ。坊やにはセイバー以上のサーバントを。アーチャーは今のマスターより優れた魔術師と契約できる。
My mind grinds to a halt. I question his sanity and seriousness.
悪い話ではないはずよ。 私にはこの戦いを終わらせる用意がある。言ったでしょ？勝つことなんてたやすいと。
Sie macht da nur einen großen Fehler. Beide von denen haben kein Interesse zu gewinnen in dem Sinne.
どう？生き残りたいのなら私に従うべきじゃなくて？
Das ist denen beiden eigentlich relativ egal. There's not even an option here. I decided to fight to stop those who involve innocent people. As such, I can't accept the offer of someone like her. I refuse. I can't cooperate with a witch like you. That's all there is to it. It should be obvious where then I would stand. I can't align myself with this servant, nor can I betray those I'm already partnered with. I'm going to fight alongside Saber and Archer, would also never betray Tosaka. Wait, this guy, he's hesitating. Hey Archer, you...
拒否する。君の力を借りる理由がない。それ以前に君の陣営はいささか戦力不足だ。いかに勢力を伸ばそうとバーサーカー一人に及ばない。まだ組みするほどの条件ではないな。
I sighed with relief. I had a bad feeling, but he's not like that. I hate him, but he is firm on his beliefs.
そう。交渉は決裂ということ。
そうだ。だがここで君と戦う気はない。この場に居合わせたのは私の独断でね。マスターの命令ではないから君を撃つ理由はない。ここは痛み分けということで手を打たないか。
Huh? I doubt my own ears. Did he just say that he's going to let Caster go?
意外ね。あなたのマスターは私を追っていたでしょ？なのにあなたは私を見逃すというの？
ああ。お前がここで何人殺そうが知らん。それは。
あら、ひどい男。毒は使いようということ？
私のマスターはマスター殺しに精力的でなくてね。その分お前が他のマスターを潰してくれるのなら何かと助かる。この戦いの決着はその後でも遅くはあるまい。
Hold on, Caster. Caster seems to have accepted Archer's proposal as she turns around. I run to Caster as she moves to vanish, but Archer stops me.
バカか貴様。追えば確実に死ぬぞ。
He says indifferently, though through his works makes me feel so furious I make myself nauseous. Oof, I stop. Caster's black roan flutters in the wind and disappears like magic. She is gone. Only Arch and I remain on the temple grounds. Seeing him gets on my nerves. He has saved me twice today. Caster would have taken my command spell if it weren't for him. I'm sure I would have died from that deluge of light. But this is different. I can't forgive him for letting Caster go. Archer, why did you let Caster go?
戦う時ではなかったからだ。ここで切り伏せたところであれはすぐさま逃げおせただろう。今の空間転移見逃したわけではあるまい。
That's true. We wouldn't be able to capture Caster if she really wanted to get away. On top of that, this temple is Caster's territory. She's a witch. Even if she was weakened, I'm sure she had at least 1 or 2 tricks up her sleeve.
理解できたらしいな。キャスターを倒すのならマスターが先なのだ。いかに空間を飛んで逃れようが、よりしろであるマスターが倒されればキャスターとて消えざるを得ないからな。
Going for the master and not the servant. That is the safest and most sure approach in the Holy Grail War. I know that, but still, you're going to let her get away? The incidents happening in town are all her doing, right? There will be more victims unless we stop her. I can't let that be.
なぜ？お前自身が傷つくことではあるまい。むしろ奴にはこのまま続けてもらいたいぐらいだ。キャスターは人々から正気を吸い上げ、その力でバーサーカーを倒す。私たちはその後でキャスターを倒せばいい。私とリンはキャスターは倒せるが、バーサーカーには及ばないのでな。バーサーカーを倒すまでキャスターには好きにさせておくさ。
My face heats up. Blood rushes to my head and I want to punch him. Don't be ridiculous. Tosaga won't do such a thing.
そうだな。だからこそキャスターには手早くことを済ませてほしいものだ。リンがキャスターに追いつけば対決は避けられない。その前にキャスター、何人犠牲になるかは知らんが、それでバーサーカーが倒せるのならば安いものだろう。人間など結局は死ぬ生き物。誰にどう殺されようが結果的には変わるまい。キャスターも手ぬるい。一層魔力だけでなく命まで奪ってしまえばよいもの。町中の人間が死に絶えれば少しは戦いやすくなる。私のマスターも根は甘いからな。そうなればもはやなりふりなどに構ってはいられまい。
The Red Knight smiles dryly. He sounds amused. He feels the people living here are in the way. He is saying the same thing as Caster. You.
ああ、お前も知っての通り、リンは形式にこだわるタイプでね。魔術師としては申し分ないが、マスターとしては汚さに欠ける。そうだな。彼女がキャスターのようになってくれれば、私もここまで苦労はしないのだが。
You bastard. I punch Archer's face. Well, I punch in that general direction, but he easily avoids it.
何をする？私たちは協力関係ではなかったか？
Screw you. I am nothing like you. I don't sacrifice those around me in order to win. I would never do such a thing.
それは私も同じだ。エミヤシロ。だが、すべての人間を救うことはできまい。例えば、キャスターが聖杯を手に入れてしまえば、被害はこの町だけにとどまるまい。それは、イリアスフィールも他のマスターも同じだ。
hat im Grunde einfach die Rechnung gemacht. Was ist das kleinere Übel?
聖杯を私利私欲で使わぬマスターは、私が知る限り、お前とリンだけだからな。故に、私たちが勝利しなければ、被害はさらに大きくなる。ならば、この町の人間には犠牲になってもらい、私たちの役に立ってもらうしかあるまい。その結果で被害を抑えられるのなら、お前の方針と同じだろうさ。
I feel numb. He doesn't need to explain it. I can't save everyone. Kitsugo always said that. So I should be over it, but just the way that he says it that pisses me off.
無関係な人間を巻き込みたくないと言ったな。ならば認めろ。一人も殺さないなどという方法では結局誰も救えない。キャスターの言う通り、残念ながら私たちは似た者同士だ。犠牲者を出したくないというのなら協力し合うしかあるまい。
No, I won't cooperate with you. I can't ever accept you.
そうか。お前が信じたものはリンだけだったな。
I turn my back to Archer. I'm different than him. I can't let Caster be, so there's only one course of action.
まさかキャスターを追うつもりか？
I ignore him and start walking. My destination is inside the temple. If this is Caster's territory, then her workshop is inside the temple.
信じられんな。お前一人ではキャスターにかなうべくもない。命が惜しいのならやめておけ。
Archer follows, complaining the entire way.
まったく、せっかく助けてやった命を無駄にするのか。それは構わんが、せめて感謝の一言でも残したらどうだ。先ほどの女性は私なりの行為だったのだがね。命の恩人とまではいかないが、視線を共にくぐり抜けた友人ぐらいにはありがたがってほしいものだ。
Good. Man, he really gets on my nerves. Shut up, quit acting like we are pals all of a sudden. Hurry up and go back to Tosaka's place. I don't need your help. I turn away and head towards the temple without looking back for God this time. There.
そうか。懐かれなくて何よりだ。
I feel a chilling premonition of death. What? Before I can fully manage to leap out of the way. Archer brings a sword down on me. He cuts me at the shoulder. My blood comes pouring out, and I feel like I will pass out the moment my focus wavers. The pain is so sharp that I feel like my skin and muscles are burning. I back away with wobbly steps. I can't even flee. All my remaining strength is zapped, and it's all I can do to remain on my feet. You...
外したか。さっき抑えきれなかった私の落ち度か。とっさに反応したお前の起点か。まあ、どちらでも構わないが。
Arthur walks towards me with his sword covered in blood. hat absichtlich verfehlt. I will be killed. My instinct is that I'm going to die and my feet struggle to move. The temple's exit. I stagger towards the stairs beyond the mountain gate and retreat back. He must know that this is a fatal round. His step is unhurried. Everything is going fuzzy. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even recall why I'm fleeing or why I was cut to begin with. It feels like my thoughts and memory are following the blood dripping from my body. Maybe I'm still conscious because of that sword he's holding. The right sword sword. That plain blade holds my attention and keeps me from closing my eyes. But it comes to an end. The mountain gate is right behind me. The stairs are right there, but I can't even turn around. The moment I do, I'm sure Archer will split me in two.
最後だ。戦う意義のないエミやシロはここで死ね。
He raises his blade. The right yin sword is raised like a guillotine. Reason to fight?
そうだ。自分のためではなく、誰かのために戦うなど、ただの偽善だ。お前が望むものは勝利ではなく平和だろう。そんなもの、この世のどこにもありはしないというのにな。
I don't, even as my consciousness fades. I feel defiant. But both my body and mind are at their limits.
さらばだ。理想を抱いて溺死しろ。
His voice is filled with hatred. He swings the yin sword backward. Once more, the blade slashes at me, this time to sever my very life. But right before that, with only the thought of defying his words, I jump backwards without thinking of the consequences. His sword cuts the air and my body flies through the air. The bottomless darkness is behind me. With a horrible sound, my body crashes into the stonework. Then it rolls down the mountain stairs. Und ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich hier diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.